Hello guys, welcome to a new video. And Robinhood launched this realized profit and loss about a month back, and this is a very nice feature, and that's what we are gonna cover on this. But whether you can actually rely on it 100% or not, that's also we are gonna discuss. What are the shortcomings on this, how you can access it in Robinhood, and where to go, and what are the settings that you can change to see what's your profit and loss. So all that we're gonna cover in this video. If you are interested, then stick around, and with that, let's start. Okay, so before we discuss the Robinhood section about this, I want to first quickly cover what an unrealized loss is versus a realized loss, or unrealized profit versus realized profit, right? So let's take example of a profit. So let's say you buy $100 stock of Apple, and then it goes to $200, right, in your portfolio, but you don't do anything. That is called your unrealized profit. That $100 gain that you have, that is called unrealized profit. Now when do you call that realized profit, right? So you call that realized profit when the moment you sell that stock. So until you sell that particular stock, that is gonna be counted as your unrealized profit. So the moment you sell it, then that $100 becomes your realized profit, and that's what is Robinhood's gonna cover in that section. Similar to profit, loss is also very similar. Let's say you buy something for $100 and it goes back to $50, right? So you are at $50 loss, but until you have sold that particular stock, that is not your loss. That is called unrealized loss, and the moment you sell that stock, that is gonna be called your realized loss. So that's what realized profit and realized loss means. So before we go to that Robinhood section, I wanted to make sure that you understand that what you see in that Robinhood news section is realized profit and loss. That is after you have actually sold that particular stock. So that's what the Robinhood section is gonna show you. This feature was not there before, they have introduced now, so to make it very easy for you to track your realized profit and loss. Okay, so now look at in the Robinhood app, right, where you can actually see this. So if you look at your Robinhood app, if you just scroll down, you will see that this section right after the stocks and ETF section, right? So just below your stock and ETF section, you will see this realized profit and loss, and this is you can always in the top you will see, you can see by week, by month, by 3 months, or year to date, right, and or max. So those are the four settings that you can see here. It will show you by, you can always group by either symbol. Right now it is by symbol, that's why it's showing symbol, or you can do it only for the options or stock, or you can set it all. So you can see your options profit separate from your stock profit, right? So again, this is all the configurable things that you can do in your realized profit and loss section. So this is very useful to see what are the trades that you did for that week, or what are the trades that you did for a month, and what was your loss and profit, right? But again, as I said, this is not exactly 100% correct, in the sense there are few things that are missing here. So you cannot rely 100%, or at least you should know that what things are not covered here, because if you directly take this and try to calculate your taxes based on that, you will be up for some surprises. So I want to share you exactly what are the benefits and what are the cons of this section. Okay, so now let's first talk about the benefits, right? Benefits are pretty obvious. You can now easily see your profit and loss using this section, and also as I showed you, you can always it is very much customizable. You can always customize by options or by stocks. So if you want to specifically see your options profit compared to your stock profit, you can see that. If you just want to see your stock profit, you can configure that. Second thing is, which is configurable, is you can configure by month, day, week, or all time or 3 months, right? So those are the timeline that is given, which I showed you. So that is the second thing. The third is you can always group buy. So you can either group by the trade. So that's just like a trade wise. If you did 5 trades in a day or a week, you will show that by date, or you can also see that group by the symbol, right? So that will gonna show you, let's say you did Nvidia trade as I did, so it's gonna show you those trades by configured by group by the symbol. So it'll show you how much you made using Nvidia or how much you made using Apple, right? It's gonna group by those symbols. So that is also very nice feature. Okay, now coming to the shortcomings, right? It's not all perfect. There are shortcomings in this section, and it's very important to know those shortcomings so exactly know what data you are looking at, right? So in that, the first thing is this is still available only in your mobile view. It's not there in the desktop view. So desktop, if you try to look at this, you won't find this section at all. This is only available in mobile. I'm not sure why that is right now. Maybe they're working on enhancement, and soon that's gonna be available in desktop as well. So that is the first shortcoming. Now the second thing is the option expiry, right? So as you know, once a option, let's say you did maybe cash secured put, right? You did Nvidia cash secured put of let's say 140, right? And it expired worthless, all that premium you made. But if it expired, that whatever premium profit that you made, that's gonna not show you in the realized profit. However, if you sell, or basically if you buy that contract back, then that profit is gonna show you in your realized profit and loss. So that's very important to keep in mind. So any options trade that you do, and if it expires worthless, that is not gonna show you. But even if you like sell or buy at the expiry date for any amount, that's gonna show you in your realized profit. So even though that profit is gonna be calculated as your capital gain, it's not gonna show you in your realized profit. And that's what I wanted to mention, that you should be careful about those things. Do not rely on completely on that for tax purposes. You should always have a separate sheet to manage your profit and loss. I will be making a separate video about these tax consequences and how Robinhood calculates your taxes. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, do subscribe guys, because that video is gonna be coming very soon. So the third is the wash sale rule, right? So wash sale rule is basically, in simple terms, it is something that is there for to avoid the tax harvesting that people do. It's targeted for the people who basically used to take advantage of the taxes. So if you, let's say you sell something for loss, right, and you immediately buy back a similar or the same stock within 30 days, then that is considered a wash sale rule. So let's say you sold something, let's say you sold Apple stock for a loss of $100, and then immediately you buy back the Apple stock or very similar let's say some tech ETF, right, for the same amount or a different amount. If you buy back within 30 days, that is considered as a wash sale. So those losses, IRS is not gonna count that as your capital loss for that year. So that is very important to note. And whatever Robinhood is showing you in your realized profit and loss section, they do not mention that as a wash sale scenario. Okay, the fourth thing is the crypto, right? So this section is only for the options and stock. Crypto is not covered here, so that you have to track it separately. That's one more point that you should be aware of. The final is the historical data, right? This is only available starting January 2024 in terms of data. So beyond that, it is not available. So that is one more thing that you should be aware of. The data that you see here, you can only go back starting Jan 2024. So roughly about a year worth of data that you see. Beyond that, you do not see here. Okay guys, so that was it for this video, and as I showed in my Robinhood app, these are my gains that I did on a week or month basis, and these are all mostly from the options trade. So if you are interested in learning more deeply about options trading, then there are a lot of videos in my channel. Do subscribe, and I'm gonna make more soon. If you have any questions related to options or related to this video, do put your questions down in the comment below and I'll reply to that. I'll talk to you in my next video guys. Till then, happy investing. Bye bye.